The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning, small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
Yes, me I tell you, yeah man. Alright, yes, a CurlyLoxx device box. One more episode again, yes, episode 20. And in the meantime, the program of the century. Yes. Alright. We're still on the topic of the emasculated male, yeah man. Part 6, to be precise. Alright, watch out now. Based on the overwhelming requests from the numerous fans, I'm going to do some extra episode. Yes. So that is good news.
Good news indeed, my brother.
Yeah man. Alright, so this section of the program is brought to you by Vicebox Studios, the voice of a nation. And Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Also brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections. It's at Rebel 13 Collections for the finest in custom design clothing and everything printing except fingerprinting. I tell you that. Yeah man, and check out Next Level Fitness. Yeah man, it's at Next Level Fitness 13. Yeah man, link up King Bully now. And lift up something and walk away from a fat life. You're glad to say you do it. I tell you that. And don't forget, if they are them a seek any kind of kids party rentals, remember it's Bounce About Kids Party Rentals. Remember that. Yeah man, and just check them out. And social media are called 1876-404-1714. If they are them want customize an experience with them children that they will never forget. Don't bounce about. Bunks.
Tell you that.
In the meantime.
Yeah. Alright. I see a man on the last program now in the comments. I say, if him hear the word spiritual or the word immature one more time, him feel like he might go pass out. And I think there was some way when he use the word redundant. The word of the day is redundant. Yeah man. It means, not are no longer needed or useful. My brethren, we say that, you know yourself, Let me tell you something. I forgive you, my brethren. I used to think just like you, Yeah, I know it, man. You can have to tell me that again. Me know all. The average person don't understand them mind. And I can't vex with a one if I want to understand something.
But, my brother, to play devil's advocate, I do believe that sometimes you really can just that bit redundant, my brother, when it comes to certain points you're trying to make.
Virgin,
hold on, my brother.
Virgin.
You can try a new approach to certain things, though. My brother, that's all I'm trying to convey.
What?
My brother.
Hey, watch out, man. Let me tell you something. Them say nothing at all no new under the sun. Everything we are witness in our earth right now are the same things that manifest differently. And sometimes the same
scenarios.
Yeah man, are the same objective reality and truth. Stop and repeat. We can't change that. So you, Mr. Redundant, let me get forward to your something, You see that something there, where we are called redundant is a very vital and effective tool for learning, what them call repetition. Why you think it is when you go to school? Every single teacher in every single class where you ever go in, the process was not a different process. It was always a process of repeat after
constant repetition.
Yeah man, I am a boy, my name is Rai. Every day, for months. Why you never tell the teacher? Say the teacher redundant. Because in your young, impressionable mind, you also programmed for belief so the teacher know best, so you know for question it. And the mind where you love say you make up, make up me mind. Not no go so bridging and them make up the mind where you have. And give you that.
You think so?
Yeah man, and them create the beliefs. In a bag of illusion where they are the root of your subconscious belief system will make you malfunction right throughout the course of your life. And your ego lock you up like a prison in that and not allow nothing else because this subconscious understanding of your belief system now become your identity and you fight to protect it. So when you're exposed now to life-changing information like them information upon in the meantime, ego now go in a defense mode and start sending out some signal where make you feel like, oh, this redundant and all kind of excuse you find. That's why some people get sleepy for certain information. Them only interest is in a drama, the ego. Why you think a man can watch a 5-hour show with gunshot and fire and coke and sell all kind of fuckery night, you know? And he can't watch a 4-minute video with sensible information.
Why is that?
Because the ego make you addicted to drama. But when the sensible thing come on, the ego just get you sleepy when you just wake. You're bored. You know, interested. Me don't know how else to tell you, say. Repetition necessary. That's how you learn. Every single thing we ever learn through the media. Repeat over and over till it control you and we don't notice it. Anything at all you're around. If you don't deliberately take notice, you unconsciously become it. Especially negative energy. Alright, you see that section there? You see right and now me talk about you know, in that section here. I'm going to say a lot of things when me say in that program here, in a previous episodes. Already, but them need to be said again. Because guess what? Again, that's so they them learn. So what you know, alright. Well, remember, I'm telling you already, you know. So just like how we learn the words of a song. Without deliberately putting intent into learning these words because we play this saga over and over and over. And then it becomes second nature. We can sing it line by line. We never stop and say, yo, play about that, you hear him say this. So. People hardly do that.
Aware that they're learning.
Yeah, man. Every habit we have, good and bad. That's how we learn it.
Consciously.
Yes, man. Me I tell you. Every dirty habit is a song, you know, and practice.
You think they could be compared to songs?
What you mean? What you think when you see some woman born come see them auntie and them mother I sing a song on him? No man no good. No man no good. No man no good. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm never wrong. I am never wrong. I am never wrong. Nobody now sing the song where say I will take responsibility for the consequences of my own action.
Why is that?
Because the song they never act. It cannot act in a world where the slave master make money off of the fuck up choices. We come from the singing or the repetition of this kind of song. Now the daughter come sing the same kind of blood clot song. And just like the auntie and the mama, the song mash up her life. After 6,584 cocky later, she still not fucking learn. So she have a responsibility for her own fucking action.
These dangerous songs destroy them, you say?
Yeah man, these kind of mindset, I will learn these kind of mindset like a song. And that's why some youth and, you know, children grow up certain kind of way and them parents all tell them certain things. You're not good enough. You're coming like your father. You're worthless. You're not reaching nowhere. And them children, you know, grow up. If you have a certain talent, you know, good at some things, you know, Rasta, nobody cannot convince them so them good at it. Because remember, you know, them program to see them mother and our father as sensible, the one them should have know better. So if them have said this thing here over and over, it have to be true. So doubting of themselves becomes second nature. So no matter what me or you seeing at them are going to find it difficult to override the whole program in there. Because this new thing where we are tell them no repeat long enough at this point in them life. Plus, remember how the ego work, you know. No matter how negative this doubt where them have in themselves is, you know. And them identity and them will fight to protect it.
They want to protect being doubtful, my brother?
Yeah, man. They going to fight for keep
They want to keep
a
negative identity.
Yes, brethren, the answer is yes. So you never book out some pretty piece of woman yet, and no matter what you do, you can't tell them so they're pretty. Especially a lot of women with black. Because from them born, them learn say black ugly. I remember from how much episode about me I tell you how Jamaica turned Jamaica. I remember that.
I think you did so.
Yeah man, you remember Jamaica we used to burn certain things, and now majority of people are the same things where them used to burn. You think accident that? And the media, social or otherwise, repeat a certain narrative until it become the nature of unsuspecting people.
You believe that?
Yeah, man, me I tell you, that's why I'm saying, no. Like all the homosexual couple, them now. Now big people, you know, them can do what them want to. But I believe, say, when them adopt children, normal children, whose impressionable mind come in like a canvas, when not no draw upon yet. I fuck with that. Because when them picking the raise now around this homosexual lifestyle, you know, were repeated on a daily basis. That statistics show say more than 57% of kids adopted by homosexual become homosexual.
Why is that though?
Because the people them lose them ability to choose for themselves. Because where them are see around them from them small, create what is natural, what is real. Let create them reality.
You believe that?
Yeah, man, you tell you that.
You really think so? You believe
Yeah,
that?
man, you adapt to your environment. This kind of parenting here violate one of the greatest laws of parenting to me. Which is parents shouldn't choose for their children. It's wrong to choose them partner, them job, much less them lifestyle. Kids have a say in their own direction. The subconscious is that thing when enough people don't understand, and I cannot say it enough. Why you think most people cannot change no matter the good intention where them have? No matter how them see information, how good the information is. Them cannot change no matter how them agree with that information. Why you think that? Why you think them can't change?
Let's pretend that don't know. You tell me.
Because the ego program them to challenge new information and lock them up in the subconscious and protect the subconscious there from no kind of change. So no matter how she say, oh God, honey, I'm so sorry about the cheat that I cheated. Oh my God, will you ever forgive me? Show fuck
Oh my God, my brother.
Yeah,
don't tell me that. I wasn't ready for that. Please change the subject that I don't want to talk about this, my brother.
Them only have good intentions. May I tell you that you can't change and keep the same mind when we create the problem in the first place. Whatever wrongs you do, you're going to do it again. The opinion them with them farm about everyone and everything remain the same. Because it come off a fuck up belief system. We make them subconscious reality. I am sorry to a person like that no matter how them have good intention. It's just a concept, an idea. Because the ego make them cannot accept. Refuse to accept responsibility. Own the problem. I say, alright, it's not just an idea. Me I want pussy in another year of it too. I mean definitely consciously I go work on it. The ego don't allow that. The ego make you find excuse and resent effort. So you have to know, say, in order to reprogram yourself with objectively truthful information, you have to go do it for spite. You have to go repeat a new program to override the old program there. We make your subconscious where the ego lock you up in a. Why you think when some man hear some real information, some objectively truthful information? Hear them now. Real talk. Yeah man. For everything but them life not change and nothing not changing.
Why is that?
Because them don't believe it enough to practice it and make it become routine, make it become habit, make it become nature. To a point where now you could have used that information now where you actually practice. To use now and filter out other information when you compare other information and you know if you keep and if you
organize the reality.
Yeah man, but the problem is that most people are mix up objective truth with subjective truth. And objective truth again are the one we are going to be true all of me and you never born. No, we can't change that. Alright, watch an example I know of a subjective and an objective truth. You notice them don't talk about first nature, only second nature. First nature is built on the objective truth, the one where you can't change. Second nature, the one where you repeat certain things in your consciousness until it become nature. Second nature. So now let us just say this brother you know of the second nature there. I feel nature is for body, which is how him feel. And him have him right. This logical to him who feels so. But no matter how him feel, hear the word? He might want a family with him boyfriend. But breed him now.
Good God.
Tell him breed him.
That's too much. You're disgusting.
How you say disgusting what? Watch what me say, man. No matter what is logical or true to you, which you're entitled to, you know, your truth, the perception will make your reality. But no matter how you feel based on that reality, a body and pussy continue the species. Whether you like it or not. You don't have to like it, you know. But you can't change it. And that is objective truth.
And you believe there is no other truth?
Yeah, man. The things that we like call your truth and my truth have to bow to the objective truth. Because there is no your truth and my truth. Only the truth. The truth. So getting back now to real talk. If you don't embrace and live by objective truth, then you're not going to know the difference between subjective and objective truth. You're going to try to live the two truth, and that is impossible. Because one of the truth will cancel out the next one, because one is only logical and therefore truthful under certain circumstance.
In the meantime...
My brother.
Yeah.
I want to know.
What?
Why does the average person, despite their best intentions, seem to end up in misery and discomfort and discontent, my brother? Are they missing something in relation to the world in general, my brother?
Pastor, I personally believe, most of everything where every human being think them a say, no have nothing to do with what them really a say.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Make up of a total speculation and conjecture. Total assumption.
About everything?
Almost every fucking thing, me I tell you that. If not everything.
Everything?
Yeah, man. People arrive at some very strong opinion and don't realize, say, them a overlook the whole of the details or really tell them where them a look on. What you mean? What I mean?
I think the score is 6-1 with 3 minutes remaining in the game. You're definitely losing it today, my brother.
I say, watch a man. The mind is a thing we operate in such a way because the human beings have so much information. We are bombard them, I come to them on a daily basis. The mind...
Is that tricky thing?
Yeah, man, the subconscious mind. Blanket everything about everyone and everything where the human are look on. If there is no special interest taken in a particular thing or person, then the mind will just give that thing or person a particular label with a short story that gives it a reputation and put it in a box. So all we really do is say a little short story and think of the whole thing. And that man we mistake it for the whole thing, and that's the problem them come in all area of our life. Alright, maybe give you. Alright, look on it now. This is what me always talk about with the twin thing, you know, because I've been a twin, why me get to understand the detriment of this psychosis here, this psychological deficiency here. My entire life up to this point have been basically a research and study of this particular psychological problem where most people live them entire life and don't realize. So everything where them think, them must see and consider as reality, I come off of something where them don't have more than 3/4 of the information where them use and farm them opinions of these things where them a look on. So therefore, them a farm strong opinions from illusions and don't know. And this is one of, if not the biggest psychological problem mankind have. And I believe, say, if we learn to understand this problem, we don't have no real problem left. Which is why helping you to understand this problem is one of the bedrock or the foundation of Planet Earth. Yes, this upcoming book here, pre-order yours now, www.planetearthbook.com. It's going to show you how this habit, this fuck up habit here, destroy your life in every area. No matter where you want to think about, this habit here is one of the major deficiency where fuck up everything for the item. In every form of relationship or every level of life. Me I go say again, you go find out every strong opinion where you ever form about everyone and everything including yourself is a lie because it's based in this illusion here. Me I tell you that. I just hope you have the courage to fix back them relationship you want to fuck up.
You believe that, my brother?
Yeah, man, how you mean if you believe that? Alright, check the twin thing now. A man see the twin, them, and not just a single existence. The two man with two separate life, two separate cocky seek, separate vagina, two different beliefs on a whole lot of things. Everyone see them as the same person.
Everybody does that?
Oh, you mean if everybody does that? Of course, yes. The only set of people who don't do that is the people who have a cause to see the difference. Yeah, man. A baby mother, a girlfriend, a friend, a family member, a studio engineer. But in a fool mind, in the general public mind, we are just between them who count to 3 and agree on everything and do everything equally. Not all could have further from the truth, Rasta.
You are different?
Yeah, man.
Really?
We agree upon a lot of things and disagree upon a whole lot of things. And that is okay. It's alright. But most of you just blanket your whole entire existence and say, figure it out for yourself. But to we, you are this. One thing and it done. And that a foolishness. Even though I understand the psychology we cause it, you know. Hey, look what we're there, you know, with Lava now and my brother and the statements them. Where the man go express him opinion about Lava. Hey, I mean, I say this right now because I give a fuck. None at all in any way, shape or form. But when nobody at all think about me, my shame tree dead. February 10th, 2007. If you look at my son headstone, you could have see it all mark. Here lies Zion Emmanuel Gaynor and his father's shame tree. There is no human on the planet where me give a fuck about them negative opinion about me because what now? Them have them own reason as to why them arrive at those opinions. And most time I just insecurity will pack up all boat in them head. It have nothing to do with me. It have everything to do with them belief system.
Mindset.
Yeah, man.
Sad reality.
So getting back to that now. Alright, in relation to Lava, the man no say nothing at all wrong in a bridging. I may agree with what him say about Lava, but not the description and classification of other imperfect people in this particular circumstance. Me would have walked a different road to the same destination, but 10 brother, 10 different mind. Again, me agree with what him say about Lava. Me back him 100% on that. But who tell you now we are talking about a fuck with the twin them, this, the twin them, that? Say me did agree. Me agree now with the Lava part. But who tell you say me did agree? One person I seen at the video. And then someone who come pack up all over in my inbox in my DM. Alright, watch it. I'm going to read one of them out of dozens where people have said the same thing. That one I go. Lose half of your CurlyLoxx. I can't believe you're such a two-mouth. You're on in the meantime talking about spiritual maturity and growing and aging. Now, no, you don't judge people and you don't give them names, and it's not a man or a woman problem, it's just a human problem. I know everyone is entitled to live their lives, and now you end up over Lava calling people termites. You are such a fucking hypocrite. I think you should start taking your own advice. Hashtag pick a side and stay on it. You never see me in the video? Pay attention to details. Because the truth is, again, we are individuals, two separate people with different outlook for many things. And sometimes theme outlook and expression of that outlook undermine the work we may do and have been doing for years. And sometimes my outlook undermine how him want be portrayed. And in no fear, we cannot tell a big man what to do, what to post, what not to say, and vice versa. So it's up to Uno to dig a little deeper and put more effort into figuring out what Uno looking at, and most importantly, who Uno looking at. I mean, don't bring up this today if you just no Lava, and that's the reason why I bring up this. I'll be trying to answer something. It is for sure mankind, it is for sure everyone. Say this is one of the major problems when looking at not just only twins of twins and assuming, say, you know all of the details about the individuals within the group, where them believe and how them believe it. And the truth is, you don't have a clue. And the way your mind make up say you know. Me can't tell you that, you know. We can't tell you when me I tell you now, if you believe it. And this dirty habit are bigger than just my life. I want to do to it with this broad assumption. This dirty habit here destroy every area of our life. It is a major reason why most people fail at everything and don't realize that.
So you're saying, my brother,
yeah,
in essence that the psychological deficiency, this approach to reality where the average person assumes that they know the entirety, in relation to details, the details of what they're looking at, you're saying that this habit affects other areas. Could you give another example, my brother, of another area where this subconscious habit affects, my brother?
Alright. Put it like this, you know, alright. Picture a situation where the girls see the car drive down. Wow, it's a Benz. Oh my God, it's clean. And there must be a nice 2-car garage where that came from. Oh my God, he's out and walking and he's the life of the party. So what she do? Later that night, cocky suck off, plus it broke off. In her mind, poverty fuck off. So 9 months later, pick the barn. Pampers can't buy. Nothing now go on. Then now she start ball, saying take me for fool and this and that.
So he didn't?
No, what I say? She assumes him rich. She never asked him. I'm boss care, but he not think him have to tell her that. Him think him hot and girl just like him. This habit a fuck up all our life, man. Me I tell you that. The rebellious truth too, the podcast we are forward up, you know, I go deal with this thing. We're based on the book, Planet Earth. So again, me I tell you no, me I tell you, get it at planetearthbook.com right now, yeah man. Pre-order yours now.
In the meantime.
Alright, watch out now. Yeah man, alright. The letter of the day coming to In the Meantime Radio Show at gmail.com is coming from Tyra, Tyra, I hope I pronounce that right. Tyra Maraj. She said, hey CurlyLoxx, the Vice Box, I love your work. I think you have a beautiful mind. I would love to meet you as I have lots of questions. I think you're one of the greatest thinkers of our time. Give thanks, Tyra. Alright, she continued by saying, I pre-ordered your book on www.planetearthbook.com. I love the cover, by the way, and how it seemed to reflect Darwin's theory of evolution. Was this artwork on the cover purely a symbolic gesture, or do you believe in Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection? Also, do you agree with the scientific views in relation to female and their attraction to the alpha or the more dominant male of the species? I eagerly await your reply. And she have about, what is that now? 5, 10, 20, 25, emoji, with some love sign in the eye part of them. Whatever that mean. I will look good for them, thing. Alright, Tyra, I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to make the ones the people them know first who Darwin, yes, Charles Darwin is. Watch I know. The theory of evolution by natural selection was first formulated in a Darwin book, you know, I think the name On the Origin of the Species in 1859, where he must suggest organisms or life form then change over time, and that these changes help these organisms to better adapt to them environment. In other words, that thing what them call survival of the fittest. So you must say only the dominant in every species, the genetically dominant, survive and reproduce. So now Darwin now is the man where I don't know if you're familiar. Who no familiar with this chart where you see the monkey them, like man move from monkey. Them say man was monkey and then them eventually go on to evolve into the humans where we know today. So Tyra, my answer in relation to the cover of the book Planet Earth. It's symbolic in the sense where mankind start out normal and end up as a monkey with a briefcase and a pacifier in a mouth. Now the pacifier, would I say Suda in Jamaica now, it represents the mental state, the childlike state that most people have evolved to. Now the briefcase represents, as you know, money, which is the illusion that is essential to everything considered important to the spiritually immature. And therefore them forever chase this elusive happiness that they are told that it represents. And this chase keeps them away from ever being mindful enough to find a return to the natural state of consciousness. I hope that answered for the cover question. And if me believe in a Darwin's theory of evolution now, my personal answer to that is yes and no. Yes, yeah man, we naturally evolve and life is a process where things keep changing according to the environment. I believe so you have to adapt to the environment to survive. That is true. And I do believe that humans have certain baseline biological impulses and that there are some genetic traits that control these impulses. However, I kind of feel say there are a lot of missing links in a Darwin's theory.
How so?
If science purports, say, if science put forth the notion, say, somewhere near the beginning, we back down so there, the man and the woman was caveman and cavewoman, so monkey people according to them. So let's say the female of the human species is genetically predisposed, meaning say no matter what coming out the way, them programmed by them genes to be attracted to the alpha male or the dominant male of the species then. Who are going to provide and protect them and them children. So by virtue of genetic makeup, she's not attracted to the beta male. Right?
Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. You're right.
Yeah. So the beta male less attractive. So you have less options in terms of pussy. Because the cave woman now, for her little cave pum pum jumped for the dominant alpha cave guy who competed with the beta male them and beat out them wrath and carry home the meat. So therefore the cave woman was sure say her youth them go alright and that she's protected according to science. But me no believe it that
You don't think that's true?
Yeah, but something off if science I go say genetics, genes definitely determine so you have to adapt to your environment and recognize the things and people we are going to help you by default. You can see that.
You don't believe that?
No.
You don't?
No.
But my brother, based on the obvious, the evidence that is before us,
what?
that modern society is structured in,
Virgin.
my brother. Hold on.
Virgin.
This theory, my brother, is reflected in modern reality. It is before us. The
But we don't believe
females are still attracted
No,
to
man,
the
that
stronger
makes no sense,
males.
Virgin.
And that's true though.
Virgin.
That's
No,
true.
Virgin.
My brother, listen, my brother.
Virgin, if the woman them is still attracted to the alpha male, alright, we could talk about what an alpha male is now. We could go back over it again how them say it is according to science. Alright, man to them, monkey them time there, alright.
Monkey.
It was the monkey at the top or the monkey most likely to end up at the top of the dominance hierarchy.
Dominating.
That was instinctually, that meaning of them instinct, them naturally those attractive.
Yesterday's top monkey and today's top man.
Yeah, man. At them man, they them naturally consider attractive to this day, which makes sense, right?
Obviously.
Now let us just say this principle of sexual selection is still alive, where we say the female is attracted to the alpha male at the top of the dominance hierarchy. Then, for the purpose of being ensured protection for she and her children. And according to science, based on them genes, them have to recognize the alpha male, right? In order to protect themselves.
That's a scientific truth, yes. That's true.
Now, if this is still reality today...
It is reality. You can't deny that. You
Well,
can't.
no, man.
You can't.
It would have mean, say, the female of the species stop, evolve.
Good God, my sanitation worker friend. What unique garbage are you getting at today, my brother? What rubbish is this?
Oh, you mean the way out there? So how come the female though attracted to what would now obviously be the true alpha male in a today's society? If that science is true, that would have definitely mean, say, the alpha male would have to be
Rubbish, my brother.
the well-educated, disciplined male with a pen will inevitably end up in the most influential places of authority in the society. So how she still attracted to the indisciplined, disorganized caveman with an AK? We're going to end up in the pen, penitentiary. We're going to left them with a bag of fatherless blood clot picnic. What happened to natural and sexual selection? What happened to survival of the fittest? What happened to protection for your children? If a natural selection, if she cannot avoid it because her genes determine, so she recognize the alpha male. If it said so, and she can't avoid it. And life itself, nature itself did ensure from them time there. Say only the greatest genes survive. That means that most people alive today would have alpha qualities. But at the opposite, if you're looking at the world, it would appear, say, most people are fucking idiot. Literally. Because if most people are idiot, then naturally, again, it would have to be, say, mostly idiot. I get pussy. To me see, science right to an extent, then it fall off. Because if it was the process of objectively natural selection where you can't negotiate with or tamper with, then we believe system couldn't change the outcome.
Oh, you arrive at that.
Because the more me think about it in a Rasta, modern society, no match what science I say. The outcome no hinge on biology. It's more like ideology.
You believe that?
Oh, you mean the ideologies were structured with sociology? In other words, the beliefs were structured. Oh, we move.
Explain to me then, my brother.
Yeah.
How
What
is it that the women of today's society seem so instinctually attracted to the bad boy or what they deem to be the alpha male in today's society? Tell me, my brother, why do they all seem to naturally gravitate toward that, my brother? There must be some biological nudging.
Like I always say, there is baseline human impulses. We never meant to be good or evil, or just how we think and we will believe destroy these natural things that were meant to protect the human in all their endeavors through life. So alright, Pastor, tell me something then. What create the beliefs where humans have, especially in the Western society? What create our beliefs?
Once again, let's pretend that don't know. You tell me.
And the media, every kind of media we surround with.
You think so?
Yes, man. We live in a corporate slave society. We use this media, Hollywood, social, mainstream, and otherwise, to program our beliefs. We in turn now produce actions that will lead to the continual enrichment of those doing the programming.
Believe that?
Yeah, man. I believe them create a world. I believe this programming here create beliefs we turn with natural impulses against we, especially the impulse to compete. The slave society are designed with deliberately to be everybody else. Nobody can or shouldn't have nothing over we. It's with natural subconscious belief. So we live with life for gain what everybody else have and be like everybody else. So we stay in a competition and become addicts to everybody else's opinion.
You truly believe that?
Yeah, man. That are the slave chain. People opinion are the slave chain will keep we in another slavery there. In another slave society. Yeah.
How so?
Because being like everybody else and think like how everybody else think is where in another society there make you relevant. So everybody afraid to escape because them fear irrelevance, which in reality is growing the fuck up.
I don't see.
In order to escape.
My brother.
The slavery.
My brother. I don't see.
Don't see what?
How what surrounds us in modern society could make women misunderstand their very nature. I don't see.
Virgin. Alright, watch out. What was necessity in an Asian society is now greed in a modern society.
How so?
What you mean how so? Alright.
I want to know.
In an Asian society, when the woman's instinct naturally was to gravitate towards a man where can provide and protect, and that's it. That did alright. That was common sense. People they just want to eat, shit, fuck, sleep, go them bed and know so them safe, and wake up the next day and do it all over again. In a modern society, it is not the same. The beliefs what we have now, we dictate with conscious reality, is in total contradiction of every impulse we're vital in our nature. And this is why the modern woman cannot recognize the modern alpha male.
Why is that?
Because of what she believe. What something tell her from she born, so the alpha male is or should be. And those beliefs again become our nature. And therefore the instinct which she use to subconsciously determine what an alpha male is. Because of the flawed value system that govern Western society. We program to see right as wrong and wrong as right. Light as darkness and darkness as light. Everything what we think and believe I keep we in other slavery right now.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Where I say that Reggie,
I don't.
You know, you hear me say we are addicted to other people's opinion and can't escape the plantation simply because of that.
Explain that.
What you mean explain that? Alright, watch out. Look at it like this. Remember I know, we said this already, I'm going to say it again. Thoughts become patterns. Patterns become habits. Habits become addictions, and the need to feed an addiction becomes instinct. I remember again, you know, anything repeated long enough in the human consciousness become nature, second nature. So if the woman I hear from she born, say the bad man is king, the bad man is king. This is the greatest and most popular thing to have. What do you think she'll go for? Instinctually.
I guess the bad boy, but why is that?
Because what we believe is that if we have or be associated with everything that is popular. And this is one of the main reasons why most relationships fail.
How so?
Because, brethren, watch out now. Let us just say you're popular in some kind of way.
Popular?
And naturally this girl, your friends and family like you because you're popular. So this girl, thinks she like you too. Then you start going wicked and fuck down everywhere. No we no left one no fuck except right in a little deep patrol at the 4-way boulevard and Mullines Road there so. Couple of years down the line to drop you flat on your face and you want mad, you wonder how this. Every bar run out of rum, you know want stay sober. But let me tell you this, brethren. The reason why she gone is because our friends and family opinion of your change. And because our pursuit of the relationship with you was never based in our own personal desire, but rather a desire to please those friends and family. So when for them mind change boy you, for your own gone to, she program from she born for desire what is popular and approved by the crowd. And this programming here for be attracted to the popular thing. It's not a woman thing, it's a human thing. And until we spiritually mature and grow the fuck up, we cannot rise above this slave situation in order to see it. You're going to stop down there, run up and down and compete.
You think so?
How you mean? They look on people in a modern society now, then we're supposed to have things. Look on the thing where we say, alright, we love goodness and good things and good people, but yet still, when people good to most away, we fuck up to them for the same reason why the woman cannot see the alpha male is now the educated, well-disciplined, male with a smile and a pen, who know the meaning of more word than just this one word they violate.
It's the beliefs you're saying.
Yes, man, our ideologies
destroying us.
We believe, so we have fuck up everything. Just look for every kind of media we surround with. Just look for Hollywood. Just look, man. Just check out hip-hop. Check out dancehall. Looking at every show. I'm tired to say this. If the worst man is not promoted as the man where every girl they have, and where every man to be like, the worst kind of artist in any genre, where the worst example of a human being is the type of people where themselves will be. You think a coincidence because you see some big record company sign some of them artists have how much $1 million, hey, you have a $10 million deal. If you sing about coming a girl and don't use condom, girl your pussy clean and drink liquor and all kind of fuckery. And make an investment in the narrative we control our action, you know. Them make a return on them investment. When we buy into these things and keep that fucking narrative or storyline going. When we make all kind of fuckery decision, them have a business, we have a benefit from it. Hey, you know see the game? Them teach we. If you see the man we can think him way out of that slavery as a weak, insignificant, so-called beta male. Somebody unattractive to be around. Them promote the alpha male as the same monkey. We're ready to lift up everything except a fucking book.
But how can the beta be the alpha?
What you mean? What you say? And the man we never call beta male, the man who can tolerate the nature of existence, have a little patience with everything and everyone, and just know see I saw it go, the man who see the entire picture, and a fly off of the angle every 2 seconds, and a kick her and box her up, and a fight angry about every fucking thing. Him are the alpha male.
You really think so, my brother?
The nature of existence, objective nature, no tell lie, brethren. Check the primate kingdom. Check the chimpanzee, now for them hierarchy. How that work. And it's a science, you can research it for yourself. And the alpha male will make peace, will keep the group together, where them respect. And him live the longest, the one will lead, not only dominate. Check the one who is a bully, will only one dominate. And a pussy alone, when you say him get fucked, you know. Him is a tyrant, him not no balance, nobody no like him. So no follow nobody. If you go try be no bully, if you be no real man. I fuck with that. We program to be attracted to it, don't fall for the purpose of slavery. And again, it's not just a woman thing, it's a human thing. We program to be attracted to people earth, we are not the one them we are help.
Everything is backward.
Yeah man, most people program to see people we are help them as somebody we are hurt them because the person that go ask them to go back to school or study 2 words or look deeper into situations. So like the addict to them is now to people opinions now, them just stay stuck.
How so?
Because the 2 different type of people get stuck and stay stuck, you know. And the 2 of them, no one left them fuck up situation out for the same reason, you know.
How do they remain in their situation?
What do you mean how them get to stay in the situation? Alright. The one now will want to stay in the situation use guilt against the one who want left. So usually the one who want left no bother left because of guilt. We come from this opinion. We chain them to that situation there. And most people right across the board we're in this situation you know use shame against anybody, whether in the same situation with them or somebody outside who see the objective truth and challenge them to change it. And these people will even see the truth sometime, you know, still chain to people opinion. So when that shame they come now, them get afraid to talk the truth because them know what shame. And then you see in the comment section, them, you know, when people talk objective truth, you see that, them gone wild and I go crazy. You think they don't know say that's true? But them just have to defend them program for defend what them consider, what the ego asks them to consider as them identity. And therefore they don't want to lose the identity there without even this fuckery identity here. Who them would be without that? So again, them rather be a fake somebody than a real nobody. Them really? Yeah man, them afraid to be irrelevant in order to learn and grow. Me expand on this thing here in a Planet Earth, Volume 2, yeah man, the courage to offend.
That should be interesting.
Yeah man, me I tell you, this fear of people opinion is a dangerous drug where more than half of mankind, hook pan bridging, and me I tell you, say, I eat why you see most people in a life, I guess everything and I assume about everything and I ask no question because what? Them ego, I tell them, say, if you ask a question, that the brother them better than you know. So them just keep them fucking mouth locked. Out of pride and stay in a them slave position forever. Hey, the people who make that system here, them creative, you fuck.
In the meantime.
Alright, in the meantime, nation. Alright. At this point in the program now, with 20 episodes now, the item should have a better understanding of human nature, include the item own. You understand? And the item should understand people just a little bit more. And know that over 95% of people are spiritually immature, adult children. And when you know, say, every kind of child on the face of the earth are going to do childish things. If you spiritually mature, you have to just understand and forgive them, for they know not what they do. I tell you that. You go find say in every level of relationship with them, in every level, every kind of relationship, work or otherwise. You go find say, you try to help them and them think you try to hurt them. You try complete with them and them try compete with you. So this song you know is coming from a youth name, Unsound Mind. I think, yeah, second time on the program. This one here is called Lesson Learned. Yeah man, because no matter where you go through, you know, the lessons where you take away from these experiences. Here goes, Unsound Mind.
Yeah, we up on 90. Stick our cards. Unsound Mind. If you can't be safe, be careful. You're much too brave and you're wasteful. Always want more than your plate full. And at the end you still play ungrateful. Oh no, I'm sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, they make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learned, now the table turn. Hot blood. Foes and friends, same difference. Same people you fight for fear your strength. Out here bleed the fucking street, we share it with them. And them I wish one day come here pray for them. No man bleed bad blood. They don't need my love, I'm grateful. Them just fucked up man trust. No man dark like the sun last and nighttime always out. Only who never born, no go through pain. Who never walk, no go through flame. Been through the dark, been through rain. Still a judge on my call by him true name. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn.
In the meantime.
Yeah, we up on 90. Stick our cards. Unsound Mind. If you can't be safe, be careful. You're much too brave and you're wasteful. Always want more than your plate full. And at the end you still play ungrateful. Oh no, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, they make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learned, now the table turn. Hot blood. Foes and friends, same difference. Same people you fight for fear your strength. Out here bleed the fucking street, we share it with them. And them I wish one day come here pray for them. No man bleed bad blood. They don't need my love. I'm grateful. Them just fucked up mantras. No man dark like the sun last and nighttime always out. Only who never born, no go through pain. Who never walk, no go through flame. Been through the dark, been through rain. Still a judge on my call, I'm true name. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, them make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learn, now the table turn. Learn the hard way. Bad blood, the fight harder than it was. Good thing my band up, I'm on a diamond in the mud. Me see a enemy come out of my thugs. It's a real hating and some of them love. So if you can't be safe, be careful. You're much too brave and you're wasteful. You always want more than your plate full. And at the end you still play ungrateful. Oh no. Only who never bow, no go through pain. Who never walk, no go through flame. Been through the dark, been through rain. Still a judge on my call, I'm true name. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn.
You said him to pass. In the meantime, up top, I'm represent for CurlyLoxx, the voice box.
Yeah, we up on 90. Stick our cards. Unsound mind. If you can't be safe, be careful. You're much too brave and you're wasteful. Always want more than your plate full. And at the end you still play ungrateful. Oh no, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, them make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learn, now the table turn. Bad blood. Foes and friends, same difference. Same people you fight for fear your strength. Out here bleed the fucking street, we share it with them. And them I wish one day, come here pray for them. No man bleed bad blood. They don't need my love, I'm grateful. Them just fucked up mantras. No man dark like the sun last and nighttime always out. Only who never born, no go through pain. Who never walk, no go through flame. Been through the dark, been through rain. Still a judge on my call, I'm true name. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, them make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learn, now the table turn. Learn the hard way. Bad blood, the fight harder than it was. Good thing my band up, I'm on a diamond in the mud. Me see a enemy come out of my thugs. It's a real hating and some of them love. So if you can't be safe, be careful. You're much too brave and you're wasteful. You always want more than your plate full. And at the end you still play ungrateful. Oh no. Only who never bow, no go through pain. Who never walk, no go through flame. Been through the dark, been through rain. Still a judge on my call, I'm true name. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, them make the blessing turn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. Lesson learn. Mama, me sorry, so me never listen every word. But lesson learn. If you no walk through the flame, how the fuck you know it burn? How the lesson learn. It wasn't no love, them give us in return. I know we not cursed, them make the blessing
Lesson
turn.
learn.
Mama, me sorry, so me never listen
Unsound
every word.
mind, yes.
Lesson learn.
This one available on all reputable online platforms. Yeah man. Alright, this section of the program is brought to you by Bamboo Cottage Distributors JA. Are you a lonely Jamaican in foreign who married the big fat ugly whitey and I wait on the green card and it'll take too long to come through and you miss Jamaica but you can't go home? Not to worry, man. Bamboo Cottage Distributors is the company for you. What them do? Them import and distribute local Jamaican products right across America. These products include but are not limited to great products from Grace Walker's Wood, Lasco, Sunshine, Maggie, Tasty, Magnum, Red Stripe, salt mackerel, chicken back and everything Jamaican you can think about regarding the culture. Me I tell you, Bamboo Cottage Distributor. Me I tell you right now, them not normal. If you have a dog and a puss where you want to bring up them good, I can carry that. Me not sure about your granny do you know. And the embassy have to go work out that. Bamboo Cottage is located in South Carolina, USA. Call our WhatsApp 207-200-7082. IG at Bamboo_Cottage Distributors. JA. Yeah, man. It's spelled the same way. If you can't find it there, you have a big problem. And don't worry yourself in Trinidad and the rest of Caribbean. If you go say to me, so right now, I have a fat girl, though, and I'm married for the green card, and I can't go back home. Don't worry yourself. Bamboo Cottage, I'll cover the item.
In the meantime,
and in between time, what is coming is coming.
Alright. Yeah, man, this part of the program I know give me nothing but pleasure for read when me to consider the letter of the century, the letter of the day gone already, you know. This is the letter of the century, and it is coming from Shemar Johnson. They are them familiar with that name from the last program. For those who are not, Shemar Johnson is a youth where he did go through some hard times in a relationship and thing, and in my experience a bad divorce and the aftermath, the withdrawal. Yeah, man, because he's a love addict. And these symptoms of this withdrawal, you know, did make him feel like he want take him own life. Yeah, man, any. Like he couldn't take a next step further. Yeah, man, and in this letter, you know, Shemar just want, alright, let me read the letter. Him say, "Hail Vice Box. Really and truly, I don't even know where to start. I am at a loss for words right now. The last program really took me to another level in my understanding that all is not lost and all is never lost. It renewed my faith in humanity. And to see you basically dedicating so much time in the show and to actually dedicate a song that spoke objectively to the truth of my situation. A song that I now play every day. It is even my ringtone. Magic Flute is now one of my favorite artists. Apart from you and your encouraging words, I must say that I read the comments and I was overwhelmed by the amount of encouragement that I was getting from the viewers. I got so emotional just knowing that they would take time out to encourage a stranger to come back to life. I thank each and every one of you. But the comment that stood out and stuck with me the most came from Tony and Edwards. I hope it's not too much of a problem and you can bear with me while I read that comment as follows. She said, "Curly, my granny always say, familiarity breed contempt. Great show as per usual. And I loved how you addressed Ayactane and his contradiction. However, this one is for Shemar. Shemar, I really hope you see this. My heart goes out to you. And while a lot of people will tell you there are many reasons to live, I just want to mention one of those reasons. Your son. Don't you dare leave that boy. He's depending on you. I am certain you do not want that woman to raise him alone. CurlyLoxx mentioned you are addicted to love. What about the love your son needs from his dad? What about the love he has for you? Do you remember the first time his little hands touched your face? Or the first time he called you daddy? That is love. That boy will love you more than any woman would, unconditionally. Don't be selfish. A perfect life is non-existent. That boy needs you. Raise him just as you intended when you saw him in that hospital room. Make him proud. Make him a better version of you. Live, Shemar. If not for you, live for your son." End of comment. I must admit that I cried all the way through this particular comment. Just to know that it is a woman who put me at this, the lowest point I've ever reached in my life, and then to know that another woman who is a total stranger would put so much effort into encouraging me to live for my son. Curly, I now realize more than ever that you were absolutely right when you said, we don't have a man problem or a woman problem. We have a human problem. Thank you, Tonian. I will never forget this. You made me realize how selfish I was about to be. And Curly, I think you will be happy to know that I pre-ordered another copy of your book, Planet Earth, for my younger brother, because I've decided to wait on mine. I thank Zion for you. In the meantime, it's truly a gift to the world. Hey, you know me I talk about? The simplest act of kindness, man. Just the one little word, the 3 little word, the 5 little word when you type in can make a great difference.
Definitely can.
Yeah, man, the difference between life and death, as is evident in this case.
In the meantime.
Yes, me I tell you, this alpha male myth. Yeah, man, this myth here fuck up society, Rasta.
Why is that?
Oh, you mean? What you talk about? Hey, you know, see everybody out about to talk about, oh, for be the alpha male, you've got to be, basically you have to be a fucking bully and an asshole, brethren. A fucking immature punk. What me I do with a fucking idiot the way me that you treat so? You can be an idiot for somebody else because you're entitled to your idiotness, you know. But now I tell you what to be and who to be and how to be. You know, everybody have them thing. An idiot can deal with idiot, but me are no idiot. Me no have to have. Nothing at all. No day way me have to have. So me no know what the fuck me would have do with that woman when me have to fight to fix the fucking world and the situation we have face in order to reach somewhere night. Straighten up and fly right or fuck off when me argue and I beg you to be somebody sensible for. Me have to squeeze the throat if turn you on in order to get vagina. Vagina alone me supposed to squeeze. Forget vagina. If you learn how to see the world and see the spiritual reality we are play up behind everything, then we learn how to understand and accept and therefore adapt to every situation where we are faced. All we are alpha and a beta male in a one. Yeah, every woman are alpha and beta female in a
what
one.
You mean by that? I'm confused. It makes no sense, my brother.
Brethren, watch a man. If me I look on a 6'4" basketballer, pan the court, I go on wicked. Now me are the beta male man who don't have to sit down and watch a game in a distance. But if me are a neurosurgeon, I have to shut the fuck up in my hospital and me are the alpha there. So stop this one thing or the other outlook, man. Hey, you don't need Planet Earth, you know. And for every youth out there right now, we have followed discipline and know the right from the wrong and willing to do it. Because remember 95% of people are to be a fucker, you know, my brethren. So we know that there's a tendency to feel like the odd one out. But walk the road and walk strong. And don't make them woman here, we are do the bag of fuck with them. And attract it to the fool. Make you feel like, say, you want idiot, you know. You have to forgive them people here, them under the influence of something you have no control over, you know. And that is them belief system. Don't make them pressure you to become the actual punk, which is the bully. Because you see the man they were stuck in a bully and bad up. It's just like the car was stuck in a reverse. No way going in terms of forward. I mean, I tell you, so if you make no woman or no man, nobody at all walk over you, you know. Me I say develop your spiritual intellect so you can develop balance. So you can find the use in everything and know when to apply it. Even violence. Some of them women you know, when you see them go fuck the little boy we have less than 3 brain cells and then them come to you now. After him kick and box and thump her and abandon him pick me and answer her call. She come to you now for make you feel good about her fucked up self. And then she run off again every time the little idiot call and then you are mad. Don't make that woman they intimidate you and make you feel like you're not in her league. And she not in your league with her done self. And you there kill yourself who must me or my fault or when me do. Virgin never stop to think. And because she don't have the courage to grow the fuck up and come up to your level. Because it don't take too much work. It's not that you're lower than them. And because them refuse to come up to where you're there. Having the understanding of the world where you have. When you have the maturity to see the bigger picture. That don't make you a beta, that make you an alpha. The one who understand the adaptation we take to survive the world if evolution is supposed to be right. Don't get me wrong, you know. You have different type of alpha and different type of beta, you know. The kind of alpha where the world celebrate, a idiot, you know. A bully, you know. And the beta where you don't want to be is a socially awkward, inconsistent, indecisive, anxiety-ridden creature. You know what if you did so? But see it come back here again now. The world does say alpha this and beta that. One blanket thing, no details. The alpha person is somebody who have a mature, a spiritually mature understanding of the world where they look on. So when some people come by you now, come say, oh, hey, you have to deal with them people, you wicked and deal with them terrible. If you want them respect you, then look on it now like parenting. When you look at a 2-year-old do something where 2-year-old will do, where you do, you deal with them wicked, you kick them up, you deal with them. No! You know, so they don't function or vibrate from a 2-year-old frequency, and you understand that. And know why them are rebel against your authority. So the parents supposed to be the dominant one in a situation though, spiritually dominant and superior to the child. And therefore understand, so them don't understand. I see them where you deal with adult children. You don't have to argue with them. I tell children, say, hey, you know, say, I want picnic. You want child. You state the obvious right there, so. You're not bigger than the child if you argue with them. But the rest you do with them on their house where you have to treat fuck up. That don't make no sense, brethren. For those who really believe, say alpha mean you have to be some kind of immature, ignorant bully. You know, grossly misinformed. You don't need planet.
In the meantime, 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 in between time. In the meantime, in the meantime, in between time.